Buonasera, signore e signori, e benvenuto a casa mia.
Daniel,
È un grande piacere. Scusa?
siamo in Italia, Daniel.
Oh, grazie Marco. Alla mia età, excuse me again, it happens very often these days that my memory is short. When I'm speaking in two different languages every single day, and much more in Italy than I am in America, these mistakes happen. I remember the first time I gave a speech in Italy, it was right down there. When we finished the restoration of this house, which had been abandoned for 50 years, and I gave that speech in Italian, and I was the only American there. And this night, this evening, has a similar feeling to it. At that time, I was very, very grateful for what we had accomplished in the restoration of this home. It had been abandoned for 50 years, and we brought it back to life. My life has been filled with things that I thought were unbelievable, things that were unimaginable to me, things that were unforeseeable, and this again is one of those moments. I have to thank so many people tonight. The list is a long one. But before I begin my thank yous, I want to make a toast from here in Tuscany for everyone who is there tonight and for those who have helped me in the past throughout my life in helping me achieve the things I've achieved. And so I raise a glass to all of you. And thank you so much for coming tonight and giving me this grand award, which is such a great honor. I know you have been drinking a bit before I have and enjoying some good hors d'oeuvres. And I thought it would only be fair if at least I had one little drink in this toast. So I toast you all. Specifically, I have to single out Tom Neal, who's responsible for me being here tonight. Tom told me about this award. I can't remember when we first met, on the telephone mostly, because I've never seen him in person even to this day. And he told me about this award of the Virginians of Maryland and the Medalion award ceremony. I was humble then, and I'm more humble now, and I'm grateful then, and I'm grateful now. I'd also like to thank the board of Virginians of Maryland for being here tonight, and a special shout out to an old friend, Bill Spencer, who last year sent me an email congratulating me on the Cali verdict some 50 years ago. A half century, that's a long time, but maybe not in the grand course of history. It was a reminder to me then, incredibly, that I had achieved the age of more than 50. I'd also like to thank your keynote speaker tonight, Lieutenant General Chuck Petey. He gave me an honor in Italy about 3 years ago, if my math is correct. He's paid me another great honor tonight by agreeing to speak to you. And I have the utmost conviction that he will be a great speaker. Received a few honors in my life, and with every honor, the pride comes, and the grace comes, and the gratitude comes, particularly when the honor is from such wonderful people like General Petey and Tom Neal. Tom said I would deliver a brief video, and this is going to be brief. And Tom, if it's too long, you can edit it. I'd also like to thank Chairman Luke Krusouris and the group of veterans who are assembled here tonight. I thank you all. I thank you for your service to your country. I thank you for being here. And also I have to give a shout out to Ed Martin, who I believe is there, who says he served with me when I was at Fort Benning and that I was the most important and he was the least important. But I have to say, Ed, for your clients, you were the most important. When I looked at the group of people who have received this award, I was astounded, humbled, and at a loss for words to really explain how I could find myself at the top of that list. I felt in many ways unworthy to receive this award, given the backgrounds and the prestigious service of so many others before me. Tom reminded me that this is the 81st award, and that reminds me that I will soon be 81. I remember last year when I turned 80, I received a card, a birthday card. And on the front of the card, there was a dog with a roll of paper in its mouth. And you opened the card, and the dog said, "Would you like me to bury your birth certificate?" And I wrote back, "Thank you, no, I buried it years and years ago." I want to start with specific thank yous with a prayer that I was taught when I was very young. Heavenly Father, make us thankful for these and all of our blessings. And so tonight, I thank God for the life I have lived, filled with wonderful blessings, many, many challenges, and with every challenge came an opportunity to better myself, to be a better person, and to grow. Who am I? I've been writing my memoirs for a few years and reflecting upon who am I and who was I over 50 years ago. And the short answer to that is, I'm just a country boy from Orange County, Virginia. Just a country boy now living in the country, in another country, in a place that I love. I became a lawyer, and a short 3 years later, I was assigned the prosecution of Lieutenant Calley. People have asked why, how. And General Petey, in his remarks, will explain that story to you and what happened at My Lai 4 and the prosecution of Lieutenant William Calley. I want to say one thing about why I'm here tonight, and that is the importance of the word, the conviction of Lieutenant Calley. The conviction of Lieutenant Calley was a result of my prosecution and the search for justice for him. But ultimately, it was the heroes of the officers who served on the jury which rendered the verdict, which resulted in the conviction. If there had been no conviction, I wouldn't be here tonight to receive this award. Receiving an award for the successful prosecution of Lieutenant Calley brings with it many emotions. On the one hand, a sense of pride to see that justice was done, and on the other hand, some pain from the memories of what happened at My Lai 4. The timing of this award tonight is particularly ironic. In fact, a friend of mine told me last week he was watching an Italian news show, and the reporter specifically talked about Lieutenant Calley's prosecution. He got the facts wrong, of course, he said there were thousands of people killed. And he concluded also that Lieutenant Calley had been acquitted or pardoned, and he was not. History repeats itself, and now there is another war. The war in Ukraine. And every day I'm reading here in the Italian newspapers about the same issues that were at stake in the prosecution of Lieutenant Calley. The soldiers' duty to disobey an illegal order. What is a war crime? All of those issues are wrapped up in what we're seeing today. I want to conclude before turning to General Petey. God bless America. God bless you. God bless the people of Ukraine. And let's hope that peace and justice for those who are committing war crimes there will come to them someday. Thank you very much. And now, General Petey.